gloves on, and some of them are going to sound better with the gloves off. This one probably sounds better with the gloves off. Let's try this. This is a Factor 50 Fizz cream at the Body Shop. It's run out, I think. I probably wouldn't recommend this or anything Body Shop, to be honest. I was in there the other day and I think I spent about £60 on the face stuff. Because my skin is always really dehydrated, so I have to look after it. And I said to the guy, I want something with no alcohol in. And something that's just gonna really hydrate. I'm not really bothered about like weird fucking plants and things being in there, because Body Shop stuff always seem to have some sort of like herbs or like plant extracts, and they just irritate my skin. No alcohol, none of that. So he recommended me this vitamin E cream and said it was like a jelly, because I said I prefer like a gel over a cream. And when I got home I read the ingredients and it's got alcohol in it, so you should always be using Factor 50 on your face, even if it's pissing down with rain outside and a dull day. My mum was always into like self-preservation, and so was my granddad, so I think I'd take after them. I thought this was going to be good for the lid sounds. I've got a few other lid things, so don't worry. Let's see what we've got next. This is Hairspray by Mario Falcone. If you've watched Towie before, or when Towie first came out, that's who this is, Mario from Towie. And all of his stuff is in the pawn shop. And I got his body spray one time, and this like little aftershave, and it smelled really nice. So I got this for my dad along with the shampoo, because my dad doesn't know the value of like stuff. So I can just get him any old shit and he thinks it's expensive. So let's just wait until that skateboarder goes past. The skateboarders are the pain of my life. Out in public when you just hear like a crash and then like down the street, I shoot myself every time. Guys, leave a comment down below. What was your first ever ASMR trigger? I'm sure I've asked you guys this before, but what was the thing that made you realise that you liked ASMR? Can you believe that there's still people out there who don't know what it is? I'm going to take the glove off for this one. I feel like this could be a good sound. Have you noticed my little finger just naturally does that? It's not because I'm posh, but because I think I'm better. Even when I'm drinking, it does that. I think I must have broke it when I was younger or something, and that's my body's natural way of like trying to protect it. Because my other one doesn't do it. I know. I'm trying really hard not to do it, and it just keeps like going back there. It's that's so weird. It person who went and got their arm amputated because their hand was like doing things itself during the night and stuff, like attacking them. When I was a kid, my dad used to always like pretend his arm was attacking him, and I used to shit myself and scream the house down. Let's try this bottle without the glove. Not very warm. It's not a very warm tapping sound, is it? I feel like some tapping sounds are warm, some are just hollow. That's my favourite. It sounds like it's sort of could be buttons being pressed. It could be like rain on the roof of a tent. Do any of you guys go on camping holidays? This is by far my favourite sound at the minute. The smell of these gloves. They're brand new, I've only ever worn them once before for a video. They smell exactly like my granddad. Here we have some table salt. Is that a nice sound or is it a bit grindy? Everything I've got here reminds me of someone. The gloves remind me of my granddad. This reminds me of my dad, because my dad would never buy a salt cellar, he always just had one of these. So we used to have to sprinkle it on our dinner. Like just hold the cap and then just sprinkle it. It says on the back here, Cook's Corner, for a change, why not bake frozen vegetables instead of boiling them? Place the vegetables on aluminium foil, sprinkle with half a tablespoon of Saxa salt, and also add a little butter, wrap tightly as a parcel and place into the oven for 20 or 30 minutes until cooked. When crushing garlic with a knife, stand the garlic clove on half a tablespoon of Saxa salt. This prevents the garlic from slipping around the chopping board. So there you go. If you're a cooker person who likes to cook, there's a little tip for you. Brought to you by Saxa for table and cooking, estimated 1907. It's hard to believe they even had shit like salt in 1907 on the board. Does anybody else think of their grandparents and hear like their grandparents say they used to go to the cinema and shit when they were younger, and do you just think like, I didn't even think they had cinemas back then. Like my granddad was born in 1940, and when he talks about stuff I'm like, I thought it was all just like dirt roads and saloons and shit back then. This is a freshening wipe from the sunbed shop. live in a rented house, but next year when I get my own place, I am gonna make the rooms as tropical as possible. I love Spain, and this plant reminds me of Spain. However, it started to shed some leaves. Don't ask why it's in this. I feel like I'm exposing it a little bit there, like showing its willy, showing its little roots that are usually underground. Sorry. But it started to die, and my friend has a plant, so she has like this app that tells you what's wrong with plants, and she said it's spider mites. Now that to me sounds like it's gonna make me itch. It's making me itch now just thinking about it, but she said that it's a thing that affects plants, it's not gonna affect me. So every now and again I have a close look at it to see if I can see any little insects, and I can't. But I'm definitely going to be having a bath after this. But I thought I would bring you a little bit of tropicalness. There's so much dust coming off it. Should I be washing this? Anyone who knows anything about plants, should this be washed? And if so, how do I wash it? This leaf's dead, I'm going to pluck it. That was quite satisfying little. I'll do a couple more, just I don't want to take too many. It's going to be really hard to sit next to this because it's usually next to my bed and not block the leaves off. One more that's hanging down. They look like the least healthy leaves, so I don't feel bad. I'm just trying to help him. Alright, I'm going to leave you now because you scared me a little bit. When I was at college, the one after school, like not university, there was a girl who had one of these and she used to sit and like press it and like play with it, and I used to sit there just like it used to put me in a trance. Next we have keyboard books. Does anybody else remember? I've got this weird thing here. Do you know, like really, really old-fashioned phones? The first phone I ever had was a really old one with buttons, where it was like A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R, and that's how you texted. Did anybody else used to have one of those, and do they still like spell things out in their head as if they texted on one of those phones? Because I do it all the time. It was the phone when I had it was old at the time as well. Like it was when touchscreen phones were coming out, and like everybody had a touchscreen phone. I had one with buttons. Don't you think opening like Mac products is an experience? It's not just like, okay, get it out of the box. It's like this layers to it. Everything's so flowy and smooth, and it has like little different textures of stuff. I suppose they do it like that on purpose. I suppose they do it like that on purpose so people make unboxing videos. Okay, I'm over the inside of this. I thought it was going to be much better. I'm going to take the glove off for this. Reminds me of holiday. Swim shorts. I think of all these. Where did I wear them? Is Andy maybe? Not sure. Smell like they've been washed. I thought they were going to smell of Zanti, but obviously they've been washed. Okay. Next thing I have is this big old colour quest book, which I haven't made a video with it. I don't know. I think maybe I was gonna do it for a giveaway one year, and I got 2 of them. I think I did give one away. If you guys want to see me do one of these for a video, a couple of these, maybe I could do like little every week. Maybe do a page of this, where you colour it in, like colour by numbers, and it comes out as a picture, and like a catch up, or maybe you guys could send in like topics of what you want me to talk about, or just ramble, like, and do a different picture every week. Let me know if you want to see that. I do enjoy colouring in until I get impatient and I start colouring outside the lines, then I get pissed off. I was that one in primary school who was like, I'm not going outside the lines. Mrs. Spoonhead told me, I love the way you colour in, Connor. I love how instead of just scribbling it, you do lines like this and get every single bit of the bit. I'm like, I know. This is quite hypnotic sort of sound. I've had this book for so fucking long. I think I bought it when I was fat, like before I lost weight. What year was it made? Does it say? No. What does it say here? Mumbooks.com. Okay guys, I'm going to finish off with my favourite at the minute, which is the sellotape holder. Also, what do you think of the new hair? I feel like I look like a sheep sometimes, and it's really right today because I had a bit of a nap. But this is the saga of the ever-changing hairstyles of Connor. I had curtains last time I was here with you guys. Close your eyes. Relax that tongue because I know you're holding it on the roof of your mouth.